times do I have to tell you? If Des and I do split up, which, OK, is a possibility, it doesn't mean it's your fault. It isn't anything you've done or not done.
Just saying that.
No, I'm not. I mean, why would I lie?
To make me feel better. I get on his nerves, don't I?
No. Honestly, Becky, the problem between me and Des has no connection with you.
Your mum's telling you the truth, Becky. This is not your fault.
What's it all about then? Because I know you love me mum and I know she's mad about you.
Becky, I wish you'd keep out of this. It's none of your business.
Let me tell her. She might as well know. You know this pension that your mum gets because of your dad? Well, I've only just found out that if she moves in with me, she loses the lot. Did you know that?
No, don't think so anyway.
And I've told Des time and time again that the money doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. Of course it does. And I don't want to be the cause of her losing all this money. That's the reason, the only reason, why I don't think we should live under the same roof.
Is that really what it's all about?
Yes, it is. Are you satisfied now? Oh, teenagers. They think everything that happens is somehow all about them.
Hey, good timing or what, ain't it?
Right, come on, let's go.
So, Willie, you know I have to be away at dinner time, eh?
Oh, yeah, you're seeing this, what's the name?
Mediation, it's called.
Oh, yeah.
Still, I suppose it means light at the end of the tunnel. I'll tell you one thing, it'll be a shock for Liz.
Hey, what about United then, eh?
You know, she hasn't got a leg to stand on, you know that?
If they don't get into Europe this year, they never will.
What? What are you talking about?
Football, mate. Because I'm sick and tired of talking about your divorce.
Hello, love. Morning. Hello. Morning. You couldn't tell me which is the best night in the local paper for flats to rent?
Well, it's tomorrow, but there's always some advertised in the weekly, and that's just out today.
Well, I'll have one, please.
Right.
You can play with it for a few minutes, but it belongs to Sophie, really.
Oh.
Hiya.
Suppose you better come in. Where were you last night? I was expecting you.
I know.
Especially with Mr. Barlow being away and us having the house to ourselves.
I know.
Don't keep saying I know. Where were you?
I was playing cards, you see, with Don Brennan and his pal.
Yes, you told me that on the phone. You also told me you'd be coming round here.
Well, I couldn't, you see, because I won a lot of money.
So?
Well, Don, his pal said he had to give him a chance to win it back.
And did they?
Yeah.
Oh, Ashley, what am I going to do with you? Go on! Get out, get back to work. Don't you think I've enough to do with kids all day? Never mind you as well.
Right, there you go.
Thank you, love.
So, you like working here, do you?
Yeah, it's all right, you know. It's the job.
Yeah. Well, I used to do it.
Oh, yeah, I know. I don't think I'll stop here that long, though. I'd like to travel, you know. Just get on the bike and take off. And end up who knows where.
Yes, I used to get feelings like that. Not that I've got a motorbike, mind you.
No, you've got a husband instead.
Hello. All right, if I sit with you?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not interrupting your reading, I hope.
No, I was just looking through the adverts.
Oh, I couldn't help hearing you in the shop this morning asking about best days for finding flats.
All right.
So he's selling the house, is he then, Des? You'll be moving away, you two.
Well, it's a bit complicated.
Oh, I'm not being nosy. I know Des did put the house on the market, but couldn't sell it. I just wondered if he'd found a buyer.
Des won't be moving. If anybody moves out, it'll just be me and Becky.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I don't mean to pry.
Actually, I'd be quite glad to talk about it. It's very difficult. Look, I know you don't particularly like Des.
No. It's none of my business.
But really, he's very nice. You just have to take my word for that, I'm afraid.
Another one here, Betty, please. Look, when you're ready. Everyone did it.
Oh, go on, Bill. I'll have half a lager with you. How's Maureen? I've not seen her in here this week. Is she okay?
Well, her mother's poorly. Not serious, like, but it's keeping her a bit, you know.
How's your mate Jim today?
Oh, he's gone to a meeting about his divorce.
Don't tell me anymore. I'm sick of hearing about that. I never hear him talking about anything else.
Liz is the same. I have to listen to all the ins and outs and who said what to who and what the solicitors do and all.
Look, if getting divorced is so much trouble, why don't they put the same effort into staying married?
Aye. Well, Jim reckons this meeting's going to settle it. They've got this mediator woman, and he's convinced she'll be on his side.
Oh, dear.
What?
Well, Liz thinks exactly the same. She says nobody in their right mind could possibly side with Jim.
Please,
Come in. I'm sorry I had to keep you waiting.
Oh, that's all right.
So it was worth the wait.
Please sit down. Now, my function is to help. Unlike your own solicitors, I'm not acting for either of you. My role, first and last, is to help you reach agreement. But of course, it all depends on you both wanting that to happen.
Yeah, well, I certainly do.
Well, don't say it like that. Making out as if I don't.
There you are. That remark will show you what the crack's like.
I thought it was quite a good session this morning. And of some practical use too, which isn't always the way at these courses.
Yes, it was. Oh, good heavens. There's a face from the past. It's our ex-caretaker from school. Now, I don't much want to meet him. We parted on rather bad terms.
Too late, I'm afraid. He's coming over.
Ken! And if it isn't Mrs. Jeffers. Well, 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 it is a small world.
Hello, Mr. Wilton. Yes, it gets smaller every day. You know Mr. Barlow, do you?
Oh, yes, we're neighbours.
Of course you are. I'd forgotten. Are you on holiday, Mr. Wilton?
Oh, no. Good Lord, no. I was between executive appointments when I was helping you out at the school, you know. Back in my original career now, up with the high flyers.
Oh, well, I'm very glad to hear it.
Derek, make yourself useful. Get the samples out of the car. Chop, chop.
It's my colleague. I better make sure he's not making a mess of things.
Well, I might see you later, Derek, if you're staying here.
If time allows, Ken, if time allows.
Here we are, Mr. and Mrs. Cole.
I know. But there was a telephone call. It's 2 rooms now. Mr. Cole, myself, and my colleague, Mr. Wilton.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cole. The hotel is fully booked, this education conference.
Oh, this is impossible.
We've got your original booking, Mr. Cole, but it's the only room available.
Derek, never mind the samples. Get here. Well, we'll just have to take it then, won't we?
I wish you wouldn't talk to me as if we were on a parade ground, Norris.
There's been a bit of a mix-up, old boy. We've got to share a bedroom.
When it comes down to it, we'd agreed, Jim and me, that we split everything down the middle. The house, everything. Then he went back on it.
Yes, split everything down the middle. Everything we had when we made the agreement. The trouble is, you see, my mother died after that.
That is not the point,
Oh,
Jim.
come on. It's the whole point. It's the whole point.
Now this is clearly the area of disagreement.
He's completely unreasonable about this.
I'm unreasonable, am I? Let me just put you in the picture. You see, my mother had been ill for a long time, okay? So it wasn't exactly a big shock when she died, okay? Now, when they added everything up, what she'd left for me, you know, after years of sweat and toil and tears, well, it came to somewhere around, well, just a wee bit more than $4,000, eh? Not a lot for a hard life, eh? Now she decides she wants to have half of that. Now, you see, that to me, that there's blood money.
This is what I have to contend with.
Yeah, you see, you're not entitled to any of that money, not 1 penny of it.
You see?
Let me ask you a question, Elizabeth. Your mother, sitting in Southport in a nice wee flat. Now, when she kicks the bucket, what exactly am I entitled to?
That's offensive.
I'll tell you what I'm entitled to. Absolutely nothing. And I'll tell you what I find offensive. I find offensive your attempts to get your hands on my mother's pathetic little savings.
I don't have to sit and listen to this.
Fine. There you are, you see. That's it, the long and the short of it. She's not prepared to admit when she is in the wrong. It's as simple as that.
Brought the cases up anyway.
Well, at least it's single beds.
It can't be helped, Dirk.
What, single beds?
No, sharing the room. Is there a sea view? Oh, well, yeah, just about. Angela asked me to stipulate that when we boot.
She wouldn't be too pleased about single beds. She always liked a double bed. At least she did when I was married to her.
Oh, well, you should have started as you meant to go on, shouldn't you? I did. I told her. Single bed for me, oh yes, I told her.
And what happened?
Well, she argued a bit at first, of course, but after we married a couple of weeks, she stopped complaining.
Yes.
Are you particular which bed?
No. I expect you'd like the one nearest the door. I always had to sleep on the side of the double bed nearest the door, in case of burglars. when I was married to Angela.
Oh, don't keep harping on, Dirk. If you're not particular, this one can be mine.
Yeah?
All right.
What are you doing?
I'm just realigning the bed on the north-south axis. Magnetic north, of course, because of the force field.
Are you serious?
Oh, perfectly. Perfectly. It's the key to good health. See, that's better now, you see. Head and feet in line, north to south. That way you're in touch with nature's strongest forces. Oh, magnetism, Dirk. We're only just beginning to comprehend.
That's all mumbo-jumbo, Norris. I'm surprised at you.
I'm surprised at you taking that attitude, because there are more things in heaven and earth, Dirk. Oh, no. You should take my tip. Get yourself in tune with the profound forces of nature. I've been doing it for years.
Oh, I'll put my trust in a decent mattress. Norris?
Eh?
You don't snore, do you?
Oh, hello. Has Angela been gossiping in the office again?
Don't think the mallets drink wine, do you?
Well, that's why I'm buying some. Otherwise, it'll be cans of lager all night.
Well, anyway, we don't know what she'll be cooking yet, do we? Because I do know that she's eating some things and avoiding others. We're wanting to get pregnant.
Well, as long as it's something edible. Hello, Samantha. Can I have 2 glasses of white wine and a bottle of red wine to take out, please?
Oh, eating something special tonight, are we?
Oh, I've no idea. We're dining at the Mallets.
Be egg and chips then. Drop of red will be nice with that.
Betty, same again when you got a minute, darling.
Right with you, love.
So, you're playing golf tomorrow afternoon, are you?
Yep, Max Russell, one of my suppliers.
When was the last time you and me played? Oh, do you know, it must have been years ago. And it wasn't the middle of the week either. It was a Sunday.
It's not my fault if you want to be a career woman, is it?
Hey, let's play one afternoon next week. I mean, I'll let Gail struggle on her own.
Oh, blimey, Hammer. I mean, it's finding the time.
Well, you find time for your suppliers. I mean, just think of me as one of your suppliers.
Supplier of what?
Your creature comforts. Can always be cut off, you know.
I wish I was in Southport with him.
That'd be nice.
Did I used to love Southport when I was a child? They had this big floral clock on the front and... well, I might still have it for all I know, but I used to insist on standing there and watching it, you know, waiting for the hands to move.
You've always been a sensation seeker, Aunt Quiet.
Well, I had to be dragged away, apparently. Oh, just think, while we're sat here, Derek could be standing on that very spot, watching that clock and thinking about me.
Not him. He'll be in some pub with Norris, jugging it up.
Oh, waiter. Same again, if you've got a moment.
Drinking rather heavily tonight, Dirk.
The sea air, Norris.
Well, you need a clear head in the morning. We've a hard day's selling ahead of us.
I wish it was morning already.
In fact, I think we ought shortly to be heading for Bedford.
Pardon?
Heading for Bedford? Climbing the wooden hill at an early night.
You go up, Norris, if you're tired. I'll turn in later.
Oh, no, Dirk. We must both go to bed at the same time. I don't want you blundering in and waking me up. I can't stand being woken up once I've managed to get off. Angela would tell you that.
Time for a last one, Ken?
Well, why not? It's been a long day.
Oh, yes, come on. Excuse us. Thank you.
Oh, you, Ken. Come and have a drink with us.
Well, actually, we were planning on having just the one.
I insist. Oh, thank you. Now, Norris, you know Ken, I think.
Yes.
But you don't know Mrs. Jeffers. Ah. She used to be my head mistress.
Oh, in the academic sense, I trust. Oh, just an innocent remark, dear lady. I'm delighted to meet you.
Now, what will you have?
Perhaps a brandy.
And half a bitter, please.
And another one of these. Thank you. Yes, Norris. Mrs. Jeffers used to be my employer when I was in the executive wilderness.
Truly charitable act, Mrs. Jeffers.
Would you believe I was school caretaker cum boilerman? Mopping, shoveling coke.
Oh dear, you were at a low ebb.
But I failed to give satisfaction. Well, you did me a favour giving me the push. I bear you no grudge for it.
Oh, I'm pleased to hear that.
School's a hell to work in, Norris.
Well, we sometimes feel the same. Not all the time.
Your school certainly is. The kids run wild. Little monsters.
Thank you.
Do the round again, would you, and make mine a large one?
This is very nice, Judy.
Yes, it is. You not having any?
Oh, no, I'm not eating puddings, not yet. I will when I get pregnant. I'm going to have some more lettuce. Anyone want some?
Who wants lettuce with their pudding?
Raquel might. Supposed to make you more fertile. Do you want some?
No, thank you.
Get us another beer, will you, Jude? Do you want one?
No, thanks, mate. I'll stick with the wine.
Bring us two anyway, will you? Save you getting up again now I've got the taste.
You can have one, and that is your lot. I'm not the only one who has to be fertile, you know. You've got to be fertile too. And capable.
So, anyway, nothing's happened yet, then?
No, but we're trying hard.
And what about you two? Are you trying?
No.
Not yet. But I bet you're still practising though, eh, girlie?
What's that noise?
Oh, that's my alarm watch.
I'll fetch me a drink.
I got it out of Nan's catalogue, and you can set it, you see.
Go on, Mrs. Mallet, up them stairs.
For your optimum time, you know, hitting jackpot.
You two will be all right, won't you? I'll put telly on for you. You might have to turn the sound up a bit. It won't be long.
No, though, keep open, we might be. Now, you don't mind, do you?
No.
We'll just help this house to anything.
Come on, you.
Well, this isn't supposed to happen at the best dinner parties, is it? A pair of nutcases.
Suppose we can tackle the washing up.
Just think, if I had given satisfaction, I might still be a caretaker. You did me a great favour.
This is us.
Mix up over bookings. We've been forced to share.
Good night, Mr. Wilton. Take care.
Right. Hold on, you got in the last word.
Silly man. Good night, Ken. See you in the morning.
Yes. Good night.
What does she mean, take care? What was she getting at?
Somebody has moved my bed.
Well, chambermaid probably when she came to turn down the covers.
I wish they would leave well alone. Oh. I'm going to have to realign it now all over again.
Norris! What does Angela make of all this palaver?
My bed at home is always kept at the correct alignment. It's not something I have to do every night. Now then.
No, wait a minute. The sea is in that direction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that must be west. Therefore, your bed cannot possibly be in a north-south line. That's nothing like north-south.
Not according to my compass.
Well, your compass is clearly all to cock, Norris.
It can't be.
Probably been like it for years. You've been sleeping more east-west, or at best, north-north-east to south-south-west.
Good Lord.
No wonder you don't look well.
Oh, give him a kiss from me, will you? Oh, Kelly, there's someone at the door. I have to go. Good night. Oh, hello. Is something wrong?
Can I come in?
Yes, of course.
I just haven't a hope of going to sleep yet, and I'd rather not drink on my own. They say it's a bad sign, don't they?
Well, yes, they do.
So would you mind, Ken, having a drink with me and talking to me? I'm feeling the need.
No, it's fine. Make yourself comfortable, Sue. I'll find a couple of glasses.
Oh, single room with 2 glasses. Now that must be how they get their 4 stars.
Oh, here we are.
You're very kind, Ken. This is taking liberties, I know, thank you. I just find it so hard to sleep these days. I invariably wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, ridden with feelings of guilt and thinking, maybe if I'd done things differently, Jeff would still be with me.
Yes, but he's the one who left you, isn't he? So why should you be the one to feel guilty?
I don't know. That's probably typical of the deserted woman. I'm probably being boringly typical.
No, you're not, but it does seem ironic, doesn't it?
Yeah. One of life's little ironies. Who is that?
Thomas Hardy.
Thomas Hardy. Yes. You are a kind-hearted man, Ken.
Oh, not especially.
Oh, yes, you are. I know about kindness. I'm becoming an expert. It is a rare commodity.
I think you're right, Dirk. There is something wrong with this compass. But how can that be?
I expect Angela sabotaged it.
Don't be ridiculous.
You've not been married to her very long, have you? You've still got illusions.
Now you must not start criticising Angela. And I speak as your boss.
And I speak as your friend. And as Angela's ex-husband, so I know. Have you caught her looking through your private letters yet?
She did open a couple by accident.
Accident? Ah! I tell you now, she will also systematically go through your pockets, looking for evidence.
Silly. She has to keep her eye on my suits to see if they need to go to the cleaner.
Ah, caught her at it, eh? And that was the excuse she gave? It's men she takes to the cleaners, Norris, especially husbands.
No, I get it. I get it. You're trying to get me to say disloyal things about Angela, aren't you? So you can go running to her at the office and then tell her what I said.
That is a monstrous accusation, Norris. If we had a spare room, I tell you, I'd be moving into it right now. Huh.
I miss him. Oh, I miss him like mad. But if he wanted to come back, not that he will, I don't know if I'd have him now. Pride, I suppose. Pride comes before a fall.
So I think it's time you're getting back to your room. So... Oh, well.
It's Becky that I have to think about.
I know. That's why you can't give up this money you're getting from the RAF.
Oh, the money is not the most important thing.
Oh, you can only say that because you've never been short of it.
No, Des. What Becky needs is a bit of certainty in her life. I don't want to be moving her from one home to another. I want her settled. And I want to be settled as well. I want some certainty in my life too.
Yes, I see that. I don't know if I'm the right man. I don't know if I can give you that. I've a lousy record with women. I was a swine to Raquel. I'm divorced. No wonder Raquel walked out on me.
You and Raquel live together?
Well, yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
I wish you'd told me, Des.
Well, you knew we had something going. I more or less told you that.
Not the extent of it. Oh, I feel a real fool now. I was talking to her today, telling her all about us.
She could have told you I'm bad news. Surprised she didn't.
Are there any other women round here I ought to know about? Have you got somebody else lined up, Des? Is that why you want me to move out?
It's not like that, Claire.
Well, maybe you're right. Maybe moving out is a good idea. Yeah, I think you've talked me into it, Des.